Hey everybody, Art Hooker here for Indoor Man. Just an homage to the outdoor man, Mike Baxter, aka Tim Allen from Last Man Standing. It's a great TV show and you might as well watch it because you don't have anything else better to do right now. I'm wearing my Christmas elf shirt today because, let's face it, 2020 has sucked and we'd all like to hit the reset button, go back to Christmas time, a time when it was easier, it seemed to be. The time when all you had to worry about was gaining a little Christmas weight or maybe getting stuck in the living room with Uncle Harry when he got a bad case of the sleeping farts after lunch. Instead, we find ourselves a few months into 2020 and the whole world is turned upside down. You wake up every morning and you see the new statistics from overnight of the number of people who have tested positive for Covid-19, the number of people who have died from this virus. And now we're hearing projections of the number of people who could die over the next 30 to 60 days, and it's a little scary. But I want to remind you that that's messaging. Messaging, when it's done right, is intended to educate and to give us a call to action. It's not intended to scare, and too many of our elected officials have forgotten about that. I've heard local governments who declared that they were in a state of emergency, but didn't go any further to explain to people what that meant. I'll explain it to you. It means that more resources are available without having to go through lengthy votes. It's available now to help you. It's a good thing. I've heard governors say that they're going to send in the National Guard and never go any further to explain that. You watch too much Walking Dead and all you can picture are M16s and barbed wire being strung around your neighborhood. Now my neighborhood could use some M16s and barbed wire, but that's not what the National Guard's intended to do. You've got great men and women who make up that guard, who come in and use their organization and use their training to help undergird the operations in local governments. It's a good thing. And you're also hearing elected officials who are threatening to throw people in jail if they don't practice social distancing. One guy said, if you don't social distance, I'll do it for you. That's not a great way to approach your community because it builds panic, and panic just causes people to go buy more toilet paper. I still don't understand that, but it's happening. Instead of that, how about we give them the message of this? Get off your couch, turn your TV off, go work in your yard. Go help your neighbor work in their yard. Let them stay inside, you cut their grass for them. You're not going to get COVID-19 by cutting your neighbor's grass. Write an email to somebody. You're not going to get an virus in an email. Well, you're not going to get the COVID-19 virus with an email, but that's a whole different thing. But send an email to somebody to encourage them. Go shopping for somebody who can't get out. I heard of a few daycares and nursery centers who are actually having their workers come back, space themselves around the property in the parking lot, and have the kids come driving through with their families to see their teachers from a safe distance. That's a great thing. Go for a drive if it doesn't violate your state law. Gas prices are cheaper than they were on Walton's Mountain. If you don't know what that is, go watch Walton's Mountain and you'll see it's a good thing to get out and soak up some sun. Just don't be around other people. We can do a lot of things in this hopefully very short window of time where we have to be isolated. I encourage you to do one other thing. Open up your Bible or jump online, look up Joshua chapter 1. See how many times, in fact this is your homework, look and see how many times God told his people to be strong and courageous. In fact, he got emphatic at one point and said, be strong and very courageous, because he knew they were going into battle and it was a scary time. He didn't want them to panic. He wanted them to be strong and courageous, just like he wants you to be strong and courageous. Be smart, stay healthy, get off your couch, turn the TV off. And I want to remind you of one other thing. In 2017, 80,000 people in the United States died from influenza. The reason why you didn't hear too much of it back then is because it wasn't on the TV every day, every hour, giving you a running death count. Tragic time, just as these are, but we need to separate from some of this messaging. Be selective, especially how much you allow into your kids' lives and into your life too. Avoid the stress, take care of yourself. I'll make a few more videos. Pray that this ends soon so I can stop making videos, and know that I love you. It's just temporary. We'll get through this together.